Hello guys, today we will be making grilled ribeye steak. Step 1. Marinating the ribeye steak. First, you will need some pepper. Then, you will need about a pinch or so about garam masala. Next, you will need a lot of California garlic powder. And last but not least, you will need some Himalayan pink salt. Okay, so we will be making the special recipe with my dad. So the first thing we will need are some ground pepper. Spread it across the entire meat gently. Make sure to rub on all sides, the front, back, and so on. Okay, so now we will continue and proceed to mix and rub some garlic powder. The one I'm using is called California garlic powder, but of course you can use what you have right now. Make sure to rub and mix really well so you can get that flavor. Okay, so the next thing we will be needing are some garam masala. Garam masala is a traditional Indian spice. If you don't have any, it will be fine because this is an optional ingredient. This is just to add some more flavor. Okay, so the next ingredient we will be needing are some salt. Salt really balances out that flavor in our food. So the one I'm using is Himalayan pink salt. You can use this or some kosher salt. Of course, regular salt will do. Make sure to rub and mix around really well. So now that we're done marinating our ribeye steak, it's time to move to step 2. So what we need to do here is to food wrap our steak in a clean plate and completely cover it. Store it in your fridge and keep it overnight. So I just wanted to let you know that we had to take our meat 3 hours before we start grilling. So for this step, you will need the lighter cubes and just lit it up. Then take your chimney starter and place it on top of the lighting cubes for about 15 minutes. So once 15 minutes has passed, carefully place your charcoal on the bottom rack. Close your grill and we'll be back in 10 minutes once the grill has been heated. So now it's time to cook our steak. Place your steak slightly towards the left. We'll be cooking this for about 2 minutes now. Now that 2 minutes has gone by, it's time to place our steak slightly towards the right this time. We'll be cooking our steak for about 2 minutes now. So now that 2 minutes has gone by, it's time to flip our steak. While flipping our steak, be sure to move it slightly towards the right so we can get that printed line on our other side of the steak. We'll be cooking this for about 2 minutes now. So now that another 2 minutes has gone by, it's time to place our steak in opposite directions. We'll be cooking this for another 2 minutes. This is an optional step, but if you want to go ahead, you can add some butter to your steak. Our steak is finally cooked after 8 minutes, and it's time to check the temperature just to make sure. So once that's done, take your cooked steak and wrap it up in an aluminum foil. Then place it in an airtight container for about 5 minutes so it just cools down. So once 5 minutes has passed, it's time to taste our steak. And it sure looks delicious.